Joined by Zach now, and interesting story to tell. First of all, you were there when former President Trump, the attempted assassination, that had to be just, I mean, crazy. You were there, but you were there helping out.
So yeah, I was there Friday night as a volunteer doing rally setup, and then Saturday, me and my family went and sat 3 rows off the stage. Yep.
Wow. So you're a volunteer for the Red Cross. How long you been doing that?
Nearly 6 years.
Wow. Okay. I remember many times I worked I covered like tornadoes and house fires, and the Red Cross was amazing because you would come in, you would help, you would provide food and shelter and all this sort of stuff. What did you do exactly, or did you do several things with them?
Yeah, so I started my journey with them doing volunteer recruitment, and that consisted of, just putting posts out, sending letters in the mail, trying to get people to come volunteer. And then I kind of switched roles to the disaster response side, which, like you said there, house fires, floods, stuff like that. We'd get a call and, it might be 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. We're rolling in helping these people, with the disasters they face.
Yeah. Why? First of all, why do you do it? Why volunteer? Because you're not making money.
I like to help people. So, and I hope somebody would do the same if I was in a situation like that.
Exactly. It makes sense. We need more good people like you. Okay. So all of a sudden last week, you went to your mailbox, and is it okay if I put it on the screen? Because your
Yeah,
address is X'd
yep.
out. You go to your mailbox, you open a letter, and you get this. Is that the first time you knew that they were getting, or I don't want to say firing you because you're not even getting paid, but what happened when you opened this?
I mean, I was just, in disbelief. I mean, over 6 years, and this is just now an occurrence. That I mean, my social media hasn't changed in 6 years. It's been the same over and over. So this is kind of absurd.
Yeah, it basically says that, I'm writing to inform you that your volunteer status has been revoked due to concerns with your social media platforms. They do not adhere to our policies. And that's really all it says. It doesn't go into detail or anything, I don't think, right?
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, I just finished drafting up a letter, before we go on the live here. I'm gonna ask them 4 questions. I basically want to know, what posts exactly that I violated, and what makes it so bad just to support a candidate over somebody else.
Yeah, because to be honest, I went in and looked at your social media, and I kept scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and I didn't see anything. Obviously, you support, former President Trump, Republican Party. You're allowed to do that. And I'm sure there's people at the Red Cross that support Biden and
Right.
Harris, probably. So, but I didn't see anything on there like you making threats, or you weren't even being vulgar or anything. I mean, it seems like you're like a normal person supporting a candidate.
Yeah. I mean, I don't, I did the same thing. I went through and said, well, maybe I posted something wrong, and I went back as far as 2020, and I didn't find, much of anything that was discriminatory or vulgar language of such. So
It just disappointing. And then also you were on Fox News. This is their screenshot. You were interviewed talking about what happened at the rally. Because obviously it was big time news, and it still should be big news actually. But I see their headline here that it was not, in your opinion, a secure event. But you were just giving your opinion, and do you think that had anything to do with it?
I mean, from what the Red Cross's letter says, July 26th, if I can recall correctly, that Fox News interview was probably a day or two, or maybe even shorter before that, that supposedly contact that she had called. So I mean, I think that may have been the starting point of this entire situation. Yeah.
Now, did you say in that interview you were with the Red Cross?
Nope. Never once have I even posted on social media that I was a part of that organization.
Wow. So that's crazy. And you were basically, what you said in this interview with Fox is what I've heard. Like I told you, I before we started recording, I have a friend in Flint, Michigan, She was in the front row, and she said the exact same thing about the security. I have friends that are news reporters in Pittsburgh, and they said the same thing, that they felt the security was not as tight. But now we're hearing it's proven, the Secret
Right.
Service, and now we're knowing it. So you were just giving your opinion, and you didn't even tie it into the Red Cross. You were just being a citizen.
That's right. Yeah.
So I would hope it. And did you have a good relationship with your supervisors and fellow people at the Red Cross you dealt with?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's actually like my direct superior who does the the scheduling for the on call people is actually lives 10 minutes from my house. We live in the same community, so
Do you have any idea why the Red Cross cut you off from volunteering? They say it's your social media, but do you know really what it was?
I would have no idea other than these big corporations. They go woke, so
Yeah, because it shouldn't be about, like you say, there's probably there. Well, I know you're allowed to support whoever you want, and it doesn't look like on you. You never tied the Red Cross to your politics. I
right,
couldn't find anything where you didn't go on there and say like the Red Cross supports Trump. I don't see
right,
anything like that.
correct.
Um, it seems like you kept them separate. Your work and then your politics.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Not once have ever posted anything that tied the Red Cross to, my political beliefs or anything I've ever posted on social media.
Yeah, so I mean, you're not out like a job. You didn't get fired, but are you kind of upset because it seems like you enjoyed doing it, right? You liked helping people.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've even considered going on, what they would consider mission trips almost, across the country, but I mean, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So,
Yeah, because and I'm assuming the Red Cross needs volunteers because there's so many things that are going on. I'm assuming you would know they need volunteers, right?
yeah, absolutely. I was actually just looking on their website today, and they're in a dire need of help. So, but they just go get rid of the people they already have.
Wow. So this doesn't make sense. So there's you probably racked your brain and like, did I say something to someone or something? And you can't think of anything, right?
Nope, that's right.
Wow. Well, that's sad if it is because of something you said, because you should be allowed to, say what you want politically, but they didn't even say in this letter. Let me look at it again. They didn't say what their policy was. I don't see it here. Um, yeah, it doesn't really say. They said adhere to their policies. What is their policy?
Right. So I also got I guess like a PDF file sent in an email that has a section highlighted, and the only thing that it says is, if your social media presence reflects your Red Cross affiliation in any way, whether it's within posts, photos, we ask you add a disclaimer. I mean, but there's no post regarding the Red Cross on my profile.
No, I couldn't even when I looked at it, you wouldn't know. I mean, it's
Right.
not like when there's reporters and I remain independent, but it's not like you put your name and put Red Cross by it or something.
Right. Exactly.
Why do you think it's important? And I thank you for talking to me, but um, they probably need to look at the way they do things then, right? Because they're losing. If this happened to you, it could happen to anyone, I guess. They're losing good people.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. I mean, I even went in and looked into some of the other individuals on the board of directors, and the one lady on her Facebook, it shows her being a part of the Black Lives Matter and everything else. And I see that's no different, that, they're targeting the right hand side of things other than, everyone.
Yeah, because you should be able, whether it be a Kamala Harris, Trump, Biden, DeSantis, whatever it is, you should be allowed to support who you want. So that's a scary thing. What if they say, because of all the outpouring, people are hopefully maybe going to be messaging them. What if they call you and apologize? Would that matter? And say, hey, come on back?
I don't think I'll go back after this because now I know their true colors.
Do you think it's is it just a couple? It's not the Red Cross as a whole, because you probably worked with some pretty cool people. I met a lot of Red Cross people. They're really cool. A lot of cool people. Do you think it's more of like the higher up people?
That's what I feel. Because I've met a lot of the people from the greater Pittsburgh area, and they're down to earth. So
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I remember when I was working in Pennsylvania, I went down to West Virginia. They had a mine collapse, 2012 or whatever, and the Red Cross was there. I mean, you give up a lot of your life to volunteer for the Red Cross, and you're not getting paid for it. So,
right, that's
wow.
right.
Well, I appreciate it. Keep me updated if they, you're going to write them a letter, so hopefully they'll get back with you. That would be nice, but you're probably not counting on it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I don't hear anything back. So,
yeah, okay. Well, standing up for free speech, I mean, it's not even like, it just doesn't make sense to me. So if you hear anything else, just let me know. And if that apology does come, even if, let me know. I'd like to see, because I'd like to see them explain it. I have emailed them myself. I probably won't get a response back, but I have to be fair. I have to be fair and ask them, but I won't count on it. So I appreciate you, helping out, because there's not many people that are willing to do that nowadays.
right. That's right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.